Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot on a bitterly cold Sunday early evening here in South Africa. I have the new chapter tarot on the tarot table today. I'm going to be using this tarot deck to look at a couple of stories around Meghan and her endless attempts at rebranding herself, merging her royal associations, making money, finding somewhere, someplace that she fits and that she can monetize and free herself possibly from her relationship with this one. Shall we call him that? Some people object to certain names that I do call him, but never mind. We have the new chapter tarot on the tarot table. We're going to be looking at the shopping channel, QVC, and a story that has come from Harry Markle's blog. Harry Markle is, of course, someone who documents faithfully the Parkle shenanigans, has from the start, sends them out in, I'm not sure how regularly the little newsletter comes out, every couple of weeks at least maybe. And in this one, the latest one that was documenting what happened in Colombia, there was a little tidbit, a little bit of gossip that according to Harry Markle, Meghan has been in negotiations or in a deal with QVC to a collaboration with them to merch royal-inspired jewelry, Meghan's royal-inspired jewelry collection. And now this goes back, reminds me of a story that goes back a long time, that allegedly Meghan was cooking something up with those friends she has to do with Guthy Rinker. Her friend, is it Victoria Jackson, flies on her private jet, Montecito mate. They seem quite tight. And there was talk a long time ago that Meghan was involved in some deal with them. It was going to burst on the scene. We would all be in awe and amazement. Nothing ever came of it. And now Harry Markle might have some explanation of what has gone wrong. Allegedly, according to Harry Markle, QVC has backed out of this collaboration with Meghan Markle due to the poor quality of the merchandise that has been supplied. Now, she's not accusing Meghan of supplying poor quality merchandise, just to make that clear. But she goes on to say that QVC are allegedly seeking compensation for their losses. And one speculates that they are pursuing legal action, perhaps against suppliers, distributors, those kinds of people. Not Meghan directly, as far as I can tell. I need to make that very clear. We're going to have a quick look at this because Meghan is having bad news all around the block at the moment with her trademark application being rejected, being told off for her logo. That some people, some quite eagle-eyed people have spotted looks exactly like the insignia on the gates of Buckingham Palace. So this QVC thing might be a bit of a blow for Meghan. We're going to test the energy around it and see what the cards want to tell us. Was there a deal? Did the deal go sour for some reason? Is there going to be legal action around this, or is there legal action and consequences for Meghan? Yet another alleged failure to launch. And she might be getting a bit of a reputation. There's stories that the Kardashians have dropped her. And that's low, really, if that's what's going on. We'll have a look at that at some stage. The Beckons certainly have dropped her. But Oprah is back. Are we going to look at Oprah next? So anyway, enough chatter. Let's get on with it. I think we're ready to go. Knight of Cups showing itself for some reason. I think I've got the right energy in the cards. Little 5-card reading. What's going on? Was there a deal? Did it go sour? Are the lawyers involved? Again, lawyers are certainly doing well out of this story. And then we are going to ask, what are the ramifications for Meghan with a friendship that seemingly was a good one? We got the Ten of Swords in reverse. That's ruin, devastation, dark night of the soul, the end, ending badly, backstabbing, betrayal, can't believe things have gone so badly wrong. It is in reverse. So that's either trying to hide that this has happened, and we certainly haven't heard anything in mainstream media about this. And it's the kind of story that mainstream media would be all over if they were able to be all over it without lawyers being all over them, in my opinion. And I think I've forgotten to remind you that this is just tarot when I say that, and this is just my opinion and speculation and tarot for fun and entertainment, and just reading energy, and disclaimer in the box below. When I see a card like that, I know that I need to remember to say that. So possibly this has been hidden. The fact that this card is in reverse, it does have that kind of connotation for me on these royal readings. Reversed cards sometimes mean stuff that is hidden from us, that we're not meant to know about. But Ten of Swords is about as bad as it can get. And I'm not making that up. That is just what the card means. So the situation that's underpinning everything, what have we got? We got the Hanged Man, and it's in reverse. This is somebody that has separated themselves from a situation where they felt very uncomfortable. And the story that Harry Markle has told us is that allegedly, according to a source, QVC has backed out of this collaboration. That's a backing out card, the Hanged Man in reverse. I don't want to be implicated in this mess. I don't want to be the fall guy if this all goes south, if the merch that is being sold on our channel isn't up to scratch, doesn't match, for instance, the samples that we were showing for whatever reason, and whoever is to blame. I'm not pointing fingers of blame here. It's just, no, sorry, we want out of this. That's very clear from the Hanged Man in reverse for me. So tell me, was there a deal on the table? Was there some sort of collaboration? I've got the Eight of Swords, and it's interesting because it's the precursor to that Hanged Man. It's the card of a trap, of somebody feeling that they're pinned down, that they're tied to something that's going to be difficult for them, or is difficult for them, and they'd like to find their way out of, but can't find their way out of. Very interesting energy, because you're in a trap and then you free yourself with the Hanged Man. So somebody has backed out of this situation that they found to be extremely awkward. So it's not giving me pentacles, it's not giving me my little page of pentacles, and I would say, oh, absolutely, there was a contract in place, there were negotiations going on, whatever. Or Three of Pentacles, there was a team, there was a collaboration, they were working together. This tells me, the Eight of Swords, that somebody found themselves in a very awkward situation that they really couldn't see their way out of. And then perhaps they found their way out miraculously because the merch wasn't up to standard. So we're going to ask here, was there a problem with the quality of the product? Was it substandard, as this rumor tells us it was? I've got Judgment, and Judgment is decisions, is considering the worth of a situation. It's a big card, it's a major arcana, a Judgment that tells me that perhaps there was a panel or a committee or a group of people that met and said, well, we're looking at this, we're considering, why can I not say the word? We're considering the product that is presented to us now that we have to sell on this channel, and we are passing judgment on it. It's not a negative card per se, but it is a card of decision making, of judging, of assessing the value of something in this context. So given that we've got the Ten of Swords as our underlying energy in this reading, I do think that there was a problem with this situation and with the quality of the merchandise that was being presented for sale on the channel. So let's see if there is legal action. As this rumor tells us, they're allegedly going to pursue whoever for whatever they've lost out of this deal, compensation for losses, quote unquote, from Harry Markle. Is there legal action? I've got the Seven of Swords. That is somebody who's trying to get away with something. Very much so. That is literally what that card means. Somebody's pulling a fast one. Somebody's doing a disappearing act. Somebody's trying to get away with stuff that isn't rightfully theirs. It's a card of shady behavior, basically. Can be much more serious behavior than just shady behavior. It can, in certain circumstances, be downright criminal behavior. So I've got problems on this tarot table. I've got a deal that was difficult, that was awkward for whatever reason, because they were friends, because they found themselves in a sticky situation somehow, that Eight of Swords, and I'm asking if there's going to be legal action, and I'm getting the card in answer. There was something that wasn't quite right about whatever was going on, and I'm choosing my words very carefully because we're dealing with legal matters. You can read between the lines, you can form your own opinions, and as ever, decide what you want to decide about the story. We're just testing the energy of it here. So, outcome for Meghan, consequences for Meghan. If there is truth to this rumor, and there was some problem with a product that she was in some sort of deal to promote on this channel. What's the outcome for her? Very bad. The Empress in reverse. Empress is a card of many things. It's very much about value, worth, creativity, abundance, and it's in reverse. So whatever she was hoping to sell, allegedly, let's use one of those, it was not the right value. Her own value has been diminished. First and foremost, with the Empress in reverse, her own value has been diminished. She's not viewed now, in my opinion, as somebody that they're prepared to do deals with in future. It's a big card, the Empress. It's another major arcana. We have 3 major arcana on the table out of 6 cards. And this 10 of Swords sitting under all of them, this really could spell the end of her association with this particular group of people, friends, and in terms of business alliances. And a lot of people around and about in comments and chat platforms and things like that, where they discuss the situation that Meghan has got herself into, where she's going down and down and down in status and an ability to launch herself and monetize herself. A lot of people have said from the very beginning that QVC was her natural fit. That was the place where she really belonged, her natural home, where she could make good money out of selling makeup, clothes, jewelry, whatever. And now this Empress in reverse, this opportunity to monetize herself on this platform looks like it's come to a sticky end. 10 of Swords in reverse, Empress in reverse. And I'm talking about value judgments here with that Judgment card, and we've got the card of value, of worth. Venus, what it represents. Venus would rule things like jewelry, and status and value and beauty and money, all wrapped in this Empress card, and it's in reverse. So it is, according to the energy that I have here on the table, very difficult for Meghan Markle right now.